on fire. Girls were screaming. So this girl was not attending to Osando, was not paying attention to Osando. She was screaming for Lubu. Sando had to tap the girl and say, hey, by the way, that guy doesn't shower.
You had to paint him.
You had to paint him. So the girl had to relax. Guys, Vinny, I would love to pop my next question to you.
Yeah.
Before cohort and ML, there was a cohort LBC, Luzira Bugos crew. Wow. Miriams like you, Tindi, or Fono, Philip, or Chan Brian that used to live in areas of Luzira, Ugolowi, Mutungo, Chitalembuya, ended up hanging out together during holidays. And we still see that togetherness up to today during ML and MOBA gatherings. How was this possible despite lack of social media back then, like we do today? How was that possible?
It still beats me, like my understanding.
And man, you guys are still tight.
Yeah, we're still tight. We're all tight. Tindy wasn't one of the Bugos guys, but he used to come through every holiday. Shout out to Tindy, one of my big homies.
This man is also a Bugos man.
Yeah, Derek is a Bugos guy. We all grew up playing basketball on the court and all that.
Planned kids, man.
We're all planned kids.
School kids, man.
The cool kids. That's why people used to come to chill with us. Bugos was like another version of Brooklyn, let's say that. That's how we grew up. Everything. I'm not proud of it, but maybe it's the one that taught us how to drink early and all that. Because right now even it's a mess. Bugos is now a mess. Yeah, we used to chill at .com. So I still don't know. Like by the time you're leaving school, we all used to make programs. Like even with Navisunsa, if we have those, let's to call them those picnics or what. Bash. We all say we are going to be at TLC, the legendary TLC, that one which stand up to one Uganda registration, something. That TLC, we would leave and say we're all going to be there at 2 p.m. And we all write that. Then in the holiday, when we meet up, we all reach there at 2 p.m. in a particular location. That was it. We just only used to use mail strictly. And I still do not know how we were that tight. Would end up, and you go to someone's crib, you knock, if you fail to find him, you sit in the stairs and wait till that person comes. You go look for a person's gate, like a guy tells you, I stay here in Kololo, the third gate which is red and everything. You spend the whole day looking for that. So it was maybe innovative or something like that, or it showed loyalty. Maybe that's what made us become stronger, because you'd spend that time and sacrifice that time to chill with people. But otherwise, it still beats my understanding. I do not know how we used to connect, but we would find a way. There's nothing like dropping a message like we're going to be here at this time, this time. No. We just used to find our way. And that time, anyway, maybe even transport was cheap, 200. So you would save up your money from Miri, and then you come through during the holidays and you meet up.
You still in touch with some of those guys?
Of course. We're always tight, like the whole clique. Most of us, like, we always find a way to meet. The problem is we don't like meeting at funerals, and that's what happens these days in our generation. Most of us always meet at funerals, which is not nice. Yeah, we always have to create time for each other and chill and make. So that's why I always push for the Mur League with them. I push for it. I tell them, come. We rarely see each other. Okay. We're 40. We're 40 years old. We can't make new friends.
I know.
That's the whole thing. We only need our old friends.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep pushing them. But we're tight with all those guys. We're still
so good. Another one. You guys somehow the biggest majority ended up in Mur. Did you all decide that way?
I think someone confused us in primary, because from my primary we were about 16 guys who came to Mur direct.
From Bugos?
Yeah, from Bugolowi. From my primary. We all just came to Mur direct. About 15 or 16.
You guys agreed to that or something?
Yeah. Not really. I think someone just came in and started talking about Mur, and we're like, let's make that decision. Like everyone just started putting Mur first choice, Mur first choice, Mur first choice. Yeah, there's a friend of mine called Businje Ian. One of the brightest people that I've ever met. You know, in primary, he used to round us. Then they chase him for school fees. He comes back after 2 terms and he still rounds us. He was that brilliant. In Mur, the guy missed S2 first term, second term. He came in third term and he still rounded all of us. very, very brilliant like that. So we had a lot of brilliant guys, and that time Muri was just the cream de la cream. Never used to think of anything. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Dominic, tell me of your time in Bugos.
My time in Bugos has been amazing. I think we are cut from the same cloth with Vinny. We went to the same primary school.
St. Kizito?
St. Kizito, yes.
Oh.
I studied in St. Kizito.
Oh.
So, St. Kizito, I think most of the teachers, we had some OBs who are probably Mwirians. So, most of us would, practically, Bugolowe people, most of us studied in traditional schools. If you weren't in Mwiri, you're going to Sma, you're going to Namiliango. So, basically, the whole area in Bugos was basically traditional schools. By that time, we didn't know about
St. Lawrence,
we never knew that crap. So, my time, I applied for Mwiri first choice. I gave Mwiri first choice in my 87. Thank God I got it.
What inspired you to do Mwiri?
One is I have
everyone has their story on how they ended there.
No, I have my cousin brother. Is a Kombora. I think big up Emma Mabonga. When Vinny kept on talking something about Emma was this guy who used not to. Sometimes he would fall sick and miss a term or come late, but he used to come and round them. I don't know if you ever knew. If you ask the Kombora guys about a person called Emma Mabonga, he was brilliant. So he was my cousin. He inspired me. My dad also loved Mwiri. So yeah, that's how I got myself into Mwiri.
Okay.
Yes, and for Bugos, the beauty about Bugos is there are so many flats. So you have a big surrounding of people.
32 flats.
32 flats. Imagine 32 flats, that is about 1,000 people. So basically, it was easy to bond. Probably I have brothers or sisters who studied with Vinny. My same block where I was staying, there was Mudembu. So it was a small world. Somehow, somewhere you get to know Vinny. I studied with Vinny's sister back then in St. Kizito. So it's a small world. So the beauty about Bugos was it was the meeting area for everyone. There was a famous place called .c. Big up to people who know .c.
.com.
Yeah, where you asked and said there was no social media, there was no what. There was a place called .c. That's where everyone.
That's where you got the plot from.
That's where we got the plot from. Yes, and actually, back then in Mwiri, before us, when we were almost getting holidays, by the way, big up to Mwiri, it really made me one of the cheapest schools to go to, by the way, and the most amazing schools, I think, is Busoga College, Mwiri. Whereby, when I was in Mwiri, trust me, even spending 1K was a problem.
Why?
Why? Because the place was just, I don't know, everyone had this culture of however much you're from rich family, poor, whatsoever, man, everyone used to go for breakfast. Breakfast, the first time I went for breakfast to go pick a cup, after taking tea, I left it there, I saw people leaving, I'm like, wait, are they going to wallop me or what? He told me, relax, boss. This school is for gentlemen. Lunchtime, you chew your food and leave the plate there, walk out like a gentleman. Yeah. So basically, it was more or less they were providing good breakfast, good lunch. So basically, I saved financially in Mwiri. I actually saved a lot. That's where, after leaving Mwiri, that's where I sat down. I'm like, wow, okay, there's something good about Mwiri that really taught me.
Okay.
So when we get to holidays, those bashes that Vinny was talking about, by that time we had there was a place called the Venue. The times of basement. Trust me, I used to go.
You never did Silver Springs?
I did Silver Springs, but just for swimming. For you guys used to go for other things. Me, basically, I was like, it's easy. I didn't switch to level. So
no, Silver Springs was the main thing for bashes in
yes,
our time.
Yes. For us, we had the venue. There was a place called Basement. So we used to go and chill that side. Trust me, by the end of term, I used to save money. Actually, I would leave Mwiri, I think, with about 300K just for holiday. Hey, Kuba. Big up Ninda and Jame, my classmates.
I remember Jame. Jame was one of the coolest kids in school, man. It's like the guy to be around.
Inspired by LP. Big up Chifumba.
Lyrical proof.
Lyrical proof.
Wait, Derek. What's your perception of Mur League when it was first introduced to you? And Mur League has been vital in bringing us together. Me and you were buddies at the Hill, but me knowing you at a deeper level has been because of ML. What was your perception of ML? We will have a lot of discussions there, but first tell me your perception of ML.
That's a very brilliant question. My first perception of when I heard about Mur League, it gave me so much nostalgia, whereby I sat down and I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to build fond memories with my colleagues, my classmates, and everyone. You get, it had been long, because at the end of the day, I hadn't seen people for a long time. Because by the time I left Muri, I didn't go back for O-level. So the connection had a little bit cut out. So when I heard about Mur League coming on board, I really supported it. I pushed for it. That's the time we started getting to know wherever every classmate of ours, putting them into WhatsApp groups, you get. And I think that's why I feel like that was my best season.
This first season.
The first season was my best season.
The first season.
It's the best because you won it. don't spin it out.
No. There's just something about that first season. Like the excitement.
By the way, just to throw it on your side too, I've not seen a bigger vibe for Muyos like the one for first season. First season, you guys were something else.
First season, actually, I missed most of it because that time I was working up country, and I felt the pain. I saw the pictures, and I saw everyone. Like, each time I would come back to Kampala, the league wasn't on. I would feel pain, seeing everyone back, seeing that vibe. People that you last saw in 2005, 2004, because that was, the league came back in 2019, the first time. So each time a pick comes through and I'm like, why? My first match day, as soon as I checked in, I don't think I sat down. I went around greeting everyone, partaking in the beer.
That was season 1.
Yeah, seeing my bullies, seeing people also who I bullied. Like, you all become one, a family. Like, you guys who used to bully you are now smaller than you. You can just hold him and throw him that side. And that beauty of the guy is even hanging on you and wants to talk to you. So, first season, nothing will ever beat that. And it was close to home, Nambole. So you take your beer, then you just stroll.
We still struggle to have decent numbers simply because we left Nambole.
Yeah, Nambole was something, but it can never be retrieved again. But we'll push on and get all those numbers back.
There's a good talking points about ML, and we'll dive into so many of them. But before we start heading there, what's your perception of the current Mur League, especially in terms of leadership and measures to keep the league engaging? What's your perception of the current leadership and keeping it engaging?
Well, my perception of the current leadership is they did their part. They did a good grand finale, which was expected of them. But I felt like they failed to delegate. Like the chairman was on all hands. You ask him, we need this kind of banner, he's the one doing it. You need chairs and tents, he's the one doing it. Food is late, he's the one doing it. Like, what was the reason for forming a committee? What were the rest doing? And if the rest were chasing sponsorships, maybe they never talked about it, all that. But we lacked our numbers until we started. You'd come for a match day, and that is not Muri. Like, there's no class in it. It is dark. Like, as soon as the matches are done, the place is dark. You're just seeing white chairs, no lights, no nothing. It was hard in the beginning, but then we kind of picked up. Like when the cohort started hosting and everything, and till we pushed it to the grand finale. But I believe the leadership needed to be delegated, and They need to be straight and tell us what's happening. How is the budget running? That's what I believe, and that's also my issue with MOBA. That's my issue of back then. That's my issue. You know, as reps who have been looking to have those meetings because time is going. Online, he can't show up anywhere. When we ask about Danny, of course, the president was busy in campaigns. That one we know he had to be by some. He can't show up on side. But the president never delegated the work. He never delegated. He never said, "You go and deal with this. You go and." We all had to wait for him to make the final decision about what? About the Mur League. Those are 2 months. We have been seated for 2 months. We have lost 2 months. In those 2 months, we would have chased sponsorships. It's not these things of saying you chase the sponsorships from under. No. Sit down, make a structured committee for the Mur League. And we had to have elections. Up to now, we never had elections. It's just of recent. So I felt also MOBA was weak in that moment. I won't say that there weren't MOBA, like let's say from the committee, MOBA people but that were attending these meetings. But they weren't the pillars of MOBA, you get, like the Trinity. The president, the vice president, and the secretary general. Those are the 3 people, and none of them were always there. And that's the weakest point. And that is what Danny should work on. He should delegate to his people and say, if I can't come in, one of the 3 pillars should be present. To execute.
I get you.
That was not there.
I get you.
That was my perception.
I get the message reaches the exact person it's meant for, and we love that feedback. We all need that feedback. But Mr. Demerick has something to share. Mr. Demerick wants to tell us his opinion on what he thinks about the current leadership and measures to keep the league engaging. Demerick, say something.
What I think about the current leadership, I wouldn't love to really start from the current leadership. Like you said, I wanted to build from our first season.
Okay.
Yeah, our first season was amazing. The vibe was there. Everything was going on well. Then when we started changing venues, that's when things started getting a little bit messy. And after that, we got issues of probably the dissenting voices, the minority. I feel like when we started getting those dissenting voices, that's where the issues started coming from with the former founders. Big up to them, by the way. They did really good, but the only challenge.
I could say big ups to Arthur.
Yes.
As usual, they call him Asa. Big ups to Asa,
Ochaya,
Council,
Chagawa,
Headmaster Chagawa.
Who
was the guy who used to do pork?
Chirunda.
Yeah, big ups to all those guys from Kombora. Like what they did, may have to give them their flowers. Like
give them their flowers.
They gave us that experience that we had never felt, we had never seen, would never see people again. But just because of them sitting down and forming that, the Mur League, hats up.
Big ups to them. Big ups to them. They served their time. I know Mur League is very challenging. Sometimes, like the authors, the founders, probably were so busy and they felt maybe some few dissenting people who had some few issues that probably they would wanted to correct. It's just unfortunate that probably they didn't listen. They didn't listen. So that's where the issues came from. That's why we got a break. And I feel like right now where we are, I think that's where we need to build. When you ask me that question, you asked me about the current leadership. Big up to Chris. Chris really outdid himself. When Vinny says he was all over, actually when you have a conversation with him, he tells you, you know what, I didn't know how hard this thing was because I got some opposition whereby the people from probably the former management or what, I was given a team. Unfortunately, the team somehow, somewhere wasn't very aggressive like I was. So you need to cut him some slack. Chris really did very well. But moving forward is we need to assist Chris. or the next management, whereby we are building structures. We are building structures whereby, and then one of the biggest issues I feel like is there's something whereby we don't have camaraderie leadership, whereby there's no inclusivity, whereby millions lack. Because right now, the Mwere, like when you go back to season 1, I feel there's a lack. I've sometimes people ask me so many questions from my cohort. There's a lack. They don't feel like Mur League is our thing. So I think we need to go back.
But it should be you to convince these guys. Everything that is being done is a collective effort.
Yes. Because it's just that moving forward, I think each step, we need to keep informing. We need to keep informing maybe our different cohorts. Just like where we are heading right now. Vinny talked about something of MOBA and the reps. Believe me or you, I think in Mur League, the reps have the highest majority and stake. Us as the reps, we are the ones who collect the money, we are the ones who push guys to do everything. So I believe that we as reps should be able to make the decisions. You get? Make the decisions, bring innovation, you get? Bring new ideas as reps. So by the time, I know MOBA is right now doing the oversight and superior, but I think us as reps, if we sit down, because the question you asked, how can we improve the leadership? I feel like us as reps, we need to sit down, come with different ideas, share with the current new management that the problem is going to come, because
we talk of different ideas. We tell these guys we have the Chagaba concept.
Yes,
we have the thing from who?
Salvo. Yes. And very many different guys.
The thing from Salvo.
Yes.
It has something to do with taking the league to houses.
Yes.
What's your opinion on that one?
My opinion
Does it make sense? Will it work?
No, you see, I think the formers of that idea, like I said, need to come and sit with the reps and we see a way forward, how we can improve it, because Chagaba's concept is very good.
Chagaba's concept,
and
to add something to
yes.
that, Chagaba's concept has something to do with buying shares into the league.
Yes, buying shares.
So discuss around that.
Yes, buying shares, that is where I have a little bit of contention about Chagaba's thing. I feel right now, where Mur League is, we need to build trust, transparency. You get? Trust and transparency. Unity, we need to rebuild again, just like season 1. We need to rebuild, whereby you sit down and everyone is included. Because once you go into the issues of finance, people are very sensitive about that issue. So without any trust and transparency, if we don't get someone who is probably going to feel like, you know what, just like you, Kakos, also big ups to you. You've done a good job. Me, I really appreciate your work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the transparency, whereby each stage you're able to give accountability.
Yes.
Not waiting to give accountability at the end of probably the league or what. There, each Murian sits down and says, you know what, I think we are going the right way. So for Chagaba, whereby his concept is a little bit for a little bit, we are not yet there, because we need to first gain the trust of Murians.
Chagaba concept aside.
And then when we go to the one of Salvo,
exactly,
we need to sit down and plan and see if at all the issue, the concept of houses, we leave cohorts and what, and then we go to houses. But it's
like we converge on a match day under houses.
Under houses.
Not cohorts.
But like I say,
compete in terms of houses.
Like
it's very difficult.
It's
you look at
complicated.
Houses like presidents or courts who had very few people. How will they be able to compete?
I'm on the president's group, but
see
it's
that?
dead.
Exactly.
There are comments there, but there is no vibe, there is no energy.
There's no energy. So now who's going to compete with that? Presidents, courts, I think this totally like, you'll find only like 3 or 4 people show up from courts house.
The idea for Clef is it's very easy to mobilize money for match days, if it's at house level. He also says it's very easy to mobilize players, and you will eliminate something to do with Bachuba if it's in terms of houses.
Kakos, the issue of houses, I don't feel like we have a structure. Practically, I don't know how many people are in the Nadiope. I don't know. I'm not in personally. I'm not in Nadiope. I was in Nadiope, but I'm not in the WhatsApp group. I don't know where we're going to get the numbers from. So I think it's something to discuss about. But I feel like we are not yet there. For the house thing, we are not yet there, because even for cohorts, I feel cohorts someone owes an allegiance. Because Kapos, I'll call you tomorrow, you being a Muniga, you'll be a Muniga for life. You get. So I feel like for cohorts, I feel there is that attachment whereby I can give you sacrifice because this is my year. So basically, then
still on ML.
Yes.
Say something about sponsorship. What would you like to share about sponsorship? Vinny, prepare for me something that you would say about sponsorship.
About sponsorship, practically on my side, I feel like Mur League, we just need to organize. Like I said, the reps are the ones who own the league. Let us sit down as reps and share ideas, brain boost, and see what we can come up with. Because there's so many sponsors out there. You get, there's so many sponsors out there. It's just the issue is how organized are we? You get. 2, for sponsorship, I feel like Mur League has reached a level whereby we need a marketing team. Yes, we need a solid marketing team. Big ups to Nelly. You've done such a great job. Trust me, you've put us out there. So building from that is, even with as little that he has done, if you talk to him independently, he will tell you, you know what, I'm doing this for the love of winning.
Just to clarify on that, Nelly is meaning Nelson Kagaha, all the way from Wampa, is the man behind the camera. Nelson is the guy who does the social media posts for TikTok, Insta, X. So he does so much, and he's the one he's appreciating right about now. So Nelson, thank you on that end.
Yes, because sponsors need to see numbers. You get, they need to see numbers. How are the numbers coming up? You get, even besides the numbers, there is about something called likability. Us as Murians, we need to go back to season 1. You get, and be available. Let's love the league. You get, like I said, bonding again. Let's fellowship together. So come the next season coming for sponsors, there's so many sponsors out there, most especially if we are targeting insurance companies, there are betting companies,
what's the usual, the telecom companies.
Yeah. Okay. We can throw in 1, 2, or 3, and then we also have so many millions. Like I said, there are very many millions that we have not tapped into. You get? Just like where we are right now, we are at big ups to Wheels Africa
Tours.
Africa Tours that has hosted us here.
Housing us right now.
So
yeah.
So
looking
so
to
many.
Be one of the sponsors in the future.
So we are here negotiating with Kakos and seeing how they can help us. So they need to come in. They need to come in.
But if I could add up on what Derek said, yeah, it's the truth. We need sponsorships, but we need to be early. We need that marketing team to be early, because sponsorships, as in sponsors, have different budgets, and everyone works through the financial year. So if you go looking for a sponsorship in December or November, there's no way they can put you in that budget. They're not going to tell you we have a miscellaneous budget here that we can help you out and sort you out. No. We need to look at that early. Like by the time the league is ending, we need to have targeted our few sponsors, and we know these are the guys who are going to. And like Derek said, we have a lot of potential. We have Mur everywhere. Think about it.
Yes,
immigration, NIRA, wildlife, finance, even parliament. Even parliament can sponsor us. We have the most number of MPs in the parliament. Can you believe that? You can get that sponsorship deal. Go and sit on those stairs and squeeze those guys. like we have
So
the
this is
potential,
when,
but we
when
need
the
a structure.
marketing team comes in.
Yes, exactly. We need
And
that
they need
marketing
to be
team.
funded, by the way.
Yeah. They need to be a budget for
Yes.
that marketing team. Not to just wake up and tell you guys, man, go on your air and just chase your things.
One of the guys I would recommend for that one is Lubo.
Yeah.
Lubo was so vital for the grand finale. The guy brought on board so many sponsors in an instant, like 3 of them, like quickly. Just ginger. He got us like 2 to 3 sponsors in a short time. And he's convincing tongue because he's so much into the entertainment world.
Of course.
The man will start talking to you. By the time he's leaving, you're like, let me give this guy a chance.
Yeah, let me give this guy a chance.
So,
let me set him up.
Discussing ML still, you talked of increasing the budget, structures, at 6 match days and 1 cricket gala. Speak to them a little bit more on that.
When we sat down, we looked at the Mur League, and so first of all, the match days are too many. It becomes tedious and boring because you all know what's going to happen. Yeah. So we have the idea of you shorten the match days, make it about 6. Because if I'm seeing you every day,
we had 10 match days.
last season we had 10 match days. Because if I'm seeing you every day, I know what's going to happen. It becomes boring. So we need like a spacing.
2 months apart.
Yeah, 2 months apart, so that we have that vibe. You know, like, Mur League is happening
You're
2 months from now. You're excited for the next one.
Yeah.
That will bring more people there. And then it will also help us with, I think we're the ones who put the lowest in cohorts. The Mur League, we're the ones who charge the lowest. So our subscription is about 2 million.
Yes.
I sat down with some entire guys. They always keep inviting me for their leagues. The entire guys kept telling me, no, are you sure you guys run your league on 2 million? That is madness. They fly over to about 5 million. I've sat down with the smart guys, it's worse there. 10, 15, like, that is not our standard. So we expect to at least push it.
Yes, and I know, you see that question keeps popping up, of where so many millions, we are giving too little but expecting much.
Exactly.
Yes, I get from some of my cohort guys and some other guys asking that question, why can't we have the vibe of Smart League? Why can't we have the vibe of Entire League?
Man, those guys put in so much.
Yeah, so basically, those guys put in so much and they have built it. So for the Mur League, and I feel like if at all we can a little bit increase the money that we are giving for subscription, probably, I don't know, the figure, really,
like about, let's say
maybe
3, like 2.5 or to 3 million.
President Dane, on one of our last meeting, his suggestion is to this time around is one which is all inclusive. MOBA can come up with a suggestion, but the cohort reps have it. So cohort reps 2.5.
Because one of the challenges that we had last season was I don't know what criteria used to come up with because the last season we had with the 2 million, the last season we had with the others was 2.5. So we came back to 2 million. I don't know what criteria you had, but
Can I answer that one?
Yes.
The 2 million, we were just returning.
Yes.
And because we were just returning, we needed something that was going to be so. And we were just returning, and then in a short while we had to bring back the league. In a short while, after that meeting at the villa, where the interim committee was voted, we had to deliver the league in around a month or 2. So we had to come up with something that was going to be so easy to pull out of the cohorts, something that would be quick to jump onto. That's why we went for 2M. But realistically, it wasn't the right fit.
Yes, that's why you face the challenges. You face so many challenges.
And you see in these other leagues, they charge you according to your age, like let's say your class. Like you find, like we have the divers, those new kids. Like for them, since they know they're just fresh from campus or what, their amount that they pay is less. But the older people, you find them paying about 6 million, 7 million. So it's in different categories with what I see in all these other different leagues.
So, Vinny, let's suppose if we said what president said 2.5, but what is his criteria? That's why I say reps have to go back and sit and say, will 2.5 really sustain the league? Shall we get the best out of it? Because Vinny talked about 3 million. Okay, Vinny, if probably it was 3 million, what would be your breakdown of the 3 million? That's what millions want to know, because that's one of the questions I get from my cohort. What do they use the subscription money for?
Actually, one of the things I would also side with the cohorts, with the members of the cohorts, is if you've given me your 2.5 or 3, do I still come back to you that we are hosting and I still have to pull out money from you towards hosting? If not, then we're good. But if I've given you 3M and then you're hosting and again I have to give you money again, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I get that question, but I don't have the breakdown of the figures.
Yes.
But last time, the way we broke it down, you see, if you pay about 3 million for all those different match days, each match day you may find will have a cost. I don't have the breakdown of figures.
Let me help you.
Yeah, you could help me.
Because we said, that meeting, if I can remember, we said if at all, probably someone is paying 3 million, that's about, and there are 20 teams, that's
20
about
teams, that's 60 million. Yeah.
60 million.
6 match days.
So 6 match days.
Wait, 60 from the cohorts?
Yeah, just from the cohorts.
By the way, on that 60 you can add a sponsorship. We usually get a sponsorship from Centenary.
Yeah,
the standard one from Centenary is 5.
Yes. Then you can add the money from the vendors.
Even vendors. Vendors, last season we did 8. It could have gone above, but somehow some vendors played around.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's why we are still basing on that 60 million, and we saw each match day you spend about
10 million.
10 million.
Okay, let it be indicate.
Let's
So
say
that-
that would be the least.
The least.
If you have 6 match days,
Yes.
the least is 9.
Yes.
It could even be more.
would even be more.
Yeah.
So if you have about 9 million, you have the stage, you have the band, you have the chairs.
And remember,
You
for
have
us,
the
our
lighting.
match day, 4 cohorts, grand
Yes.
finale, we spent 12,
Exactly.
and that was
Those are
the
4
grand finale,
cohorts.
4 cohorts.
Yes.
But now listen, you have 9.
You have 9.
You can do so much out of 9.
You can do so much from that 9 million. You'll cover up all the tents, all the chairs, everything, the lighting, and you'll even be able to pay for the band. The band is like
Even an
about
artist.
like one artist. It's up to you. That will be covered all in that 9 million, and you won't have to go back to cohorts asking them for money. It will be up to the cohorts themselves to say, want to make something different.
Like a different artist.
And if you're 6, imagine there are 6 match days besides Solida, and you have about 19 cohorts, and you divide them in all those days, hosting a match day.
Yeah.
So you look at that figure around, like you'll find each match day will have about maybe 5 courts. 5 cohorts, so let's say 4 or something like
Actually, having 5 cohorts hosting, it's very easy for them to decide what artists they want, and they will still be able to have the
that.
artists.
Yes, we'll have all that in that 3 million, and you don't have to go chasing people for more.
Okay.
Yeah, and it will also build us. We'll look more stylish. You come to some match days and we look like we're in Bugembe somewhere. Those ends, and it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look nice. So that would help us.
And actually, on that 3 million, we had talked about putting the prize money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah, it would have
Yes.
a prize money.
Yes.
Like let's say if you're removing 1 million out of
Let's
each
say,
match.
not like,
one is quite a lot.
no, I said like, let's say if from the 3 million, each cohort will sacrifice probably 200,000 for a grand prize probably at the season. Why we suggested it? Because right now the challenge that we're having with the cohorts, but at least if we feel like we are competing for something, okay, probably if I know Derek of Lukamwe, we can actually win at the end of the season. We can actually walk away with about 3 million. Trust me, cohorts somehow, somewhere, it's just to entice. Feel like, you know what, let's do this. Because sometimes the challenges we have is, before we have been having, okay, we are playing, what are we winning? Like this last one, we big ups to MTN. Thank you so much. If it wasn't probably MTN, trust me, the winners would have walked away with, I don't know what the guys had planned, but MTN came out.
They would have walked away with those medals. But thanks to MTN.
So big ups to MTN.
Thanks to MTN. Big ups to MTN.
I so very much agree with you guys as regards prize money.
Yes.
That if MTN somehow God used them to break the standard of not having prize money, let's not go below it.
What are we playing for?
Let's not go below that. So next management, whoever it's going to be, MTN ended with bad patch of no prize money.
True.
We have to maintain that standard.
True.
We have to. Before I go on to my next pointer, there's somebody online suggesting that Mur League should be taking around the match days all over the country in terms of venues. It's a good one, but we have to consider so many other things.
Yeah,
about
that we actually concluded and said, I think in the beginning, like the way we are structured right now, every grand finale should be at home, where we come from, Ginger. That one, that's basically how it's going to be. Every grand finale should be in Ginger. Yeah, but now moving it around, we need to first be structured. We need our league to grow.
Yes.
So that we can wake up and say, this weekend the league is going to be in Gulu, and we show up. The next weekend it's going to be in Arua, we show up. The next weekend, yes, exactly.
Where Spindo comes from?
Where Spindo comes from.
just you might be going to campaign for him. You talked of that match day in Entebbe being strictly cricket.
Wow, yes.
First say that before we go to something else.
What we had planned is when we have 6 match days, thank God and big ups to Solida. Those guys are solid.
Yeah.
They're solid. They don't need any competition or whatsoever. So basically, they have something special that they normally give us whenever we go to Entebbe. I don't know, for those who have never been to Entebbe, but Entebbe is amazing.
The match day.
Amazing. The match day is amazing.
I missed that one, but everyone says.
Oh my God. Everyone
cocktails flying.
Everything was on the house. Yes, just walk in and everything was on the house. Big up to Otoa, big up to
Sam Hooper.
Sam Hooper.
Alan Senyonga.
When you talk of sponsors, it's Sam Hooper. So basically, back to the cricket thing, is we wanted to do something special for cricket, whereby we have one a gala of cricket, whereby the final and the trophy is given out, because
for cricket, it's given on that day. No such thing.
No such things of
writing to us.
No. Yes, because
writing to us. Yes, you've already won football. Then you write to us.
So because cricket, mixing cricket and football on match days is a little bit complicated. Just to increase the excitement and push for Entebbe, I think so that large numbers can turn up. Yes, I feel like for Entebbe, we needed just to go there, push it, finish cricket, and we are done. Yeah.
New management, those are pointers. Yes. New management, those are pointers.
Yeah, and speaking on the cricket thing, like the way he's explaining it, we also would like a change in the structure of football.
Yes.
Yeah, we need a change in that structure, because it has become boring. Home and away. Like you know those things become boring. It's like a man and a woman. You're going home. I hope this show is restricted. You're going home to your wife. She'll always know he's going to do this, then you want me to give him some. It becomes boring. You have to switch it up. Yeah? Confuse her, shock her here, you appear at 3 p.m. or 1 p.m. and do that stuff. So it shouldn't be boring. We need to change up that format, whether we're doing a Champs League style or whether lower top of the bottom, I do not know, but we need to change.
One thing that I would suggest, which me and you have discussed, we need to bury the league format, the league setup.
Yeah,
we need to do something which starts maybe like the Champions League one, the old Champions League,
the old Champions
group stages, top 2 or top 3,
top 2
go to quarterfinals.
Then the last 2 also go somewhere else.
Yes, the last 2 also where they can play.
Yeah. So we need to switch it up.
Mr. Kakaire should be more empowered. Change the format of ML League, playing a marathon of the league. People are
tired.
They're tired.
Just like the way we went to Ginger.
Yeah.
It was a little bit boring because
like you already knew it was between 2 people.
2 cohorts, but just imagine the grand finale. Everyone has a chance to win. You get that would be so amazing, so amazing. Yeah. So I think that's something we need to talk about.
Changing the format.
Yes. And
I would love to drop onto my other topic of the day, guys. Today we have a big game.
Yes. Before that, Kakos, there is something new that is going on right now.
Oh, by the way, we were leaving out the elections.
Yes. Sorry.
Vinny, before we head into the Premier League,
elections
oncoming. Tell me about the elections. What's your opinion about the election thing? Did you want it?
Of course I wanted elections. There are people.
Listen, some people were saying the interim was nice. Give them another season, and then we go to the polls at a later stage.
No, not like that. The interim was good. Big ups to Chris. He did a lot of good work. He chased down things. But like every government, let's say, you have to have change. If you can't have change, let the people vote and put you back there. If you pass through, that shows you the vote of confidence they have for you. Yeah. So we shouldn't be afraid to go into elections, because if you know you are doing so well, people are going to vote you back. Yeah, that's what I think about the elections. But I believe it should be there. I do not know how the system is going to run down, because I had our general headmaster Chagawa is Tango Doi there. So I believe, and with the way he's strict, there's not going to be any mishap there in those elections. So we can't wait for them. I'll participate in them. I'll wait for the campaigns.
We should have had somebody from the EC to explain of that bit, but since they are not around, let me dive into that side.
No, that will be the next one, maybe. I do not know.
Okay, now this is how it's going to be. From every cohort, there will be voting. We are waiting for who is picking forms. I'm hearing someone has picked forms already.
Balix, have you picked forms?
So
full figures picked forms already.
But if you have picked forms, please just know there are some voters excited to vote for you here.
We need that solar energy.
So for everyone who is going to vote, they will be voting at cohort level. If let's say it's Shadrach, Balix, and Chris, cohorts will vote. Whoever comes out as winner, their rep, let's say I'm the rep of Muniga. If Balix comes out as winner in the Muniga cohort, me as Muniga rep, I take back Balix as the winner. That's how it's going to be. There is no way Muniga will vote Balix as winner and me, I go back with Shadrach. That's not how it's going to be. But I don't know how the chairman electoral commission will know who has won where. I don't know. I don't know. So that's how it's going to be. But big up to MOBA for listening to what people want. Normally there were too many suggestions, but people have wanted to be involved in how things are going. So reps and cohorts, you always wanted to be involved. This is your chance. You decide to choose your leaders, this is your chance. I still go back to you about the elections. You are still saying?
No, that was the major part. Like we expect the campaigns to be thriving. I do not know how they are going to go in different platforms. I do not know whether they will come to our different WhatsApp groups. I don't know the channels that they are going to use to campaign. But we expect to see who can draw a good organized, like let's say, portfolio. And then we're able to choose and say, yeah, this is the right person to push us to the limit. Yeah, push us to the limit.
So in other words, you want to hear them out.
Yeah, I want to hear them out. I need to listen and see, because I know where we want our league to go. And if someone is shortfall of that, then there's no way I can give that vote. I do not know whether we'll create days of different campaigns, but I can't wait for it.
They even have a very short time to
Yeah, they have a very, very short time. I'm waiting for it. I need to listen.
Dominic, your opinion on the elections?
My opinion on the elections is, first and foremost, I'm so much excited that they have brought it back to the people, to the cohorts. Yeah, that is so lovely that everyone gets a chance to choose whoever they want. So that tomorrow probably everybody is accountable. You get accountable. It brings more trust that someone can, a cohort says, you know what, this is the person we chose. So let's empower him to work. Rather than waking up tomorrow and to say the MOBA has chosen for us an interim person. So basically, for the elections, I can't wait to see the candidates. I'm hearing information, Shadrach, what. But anyway, Shadrach, there's a question someone posted. You think about that question is, someone said Shadrach comes for the league at 8 p.m. Yeah? You need to be able to rubbish that such people. Anyway, I can't wait to hear your campaigns. Give us a direction for Mur League. That's what everybody is asking about. So at the end of the day, we want something that is very exciting. Give us the vibe. I know you can bring the vibe. So at the end of everything, let's wait and see. And one thing we're not sure of is this is something we have not discussed, is when is the league starting? Those are questions we don't know. And I feel like time is against us. Time is against us, Carlos. Yes. When he talked about the issue of financial year for different sponsors, I don't know. As MOBA, as reps, we need to fast track, probably finish the issue of elections and see where we can rally up for when we're able to begin. Yes. And for the elections, we are all switched up. Let's wait and see for the best person.
Who are you excited about?
Who am I excited about? I haven't yet heard about anyone.
Okay.
Yes. Me, I wanted you to be my chairperson, Mur League, but you're here chickening, but I'm still going to nominate you.
Okay.
From today, I use this platform to nominate Kakos Kakoma.
Okay.
For Mur League president.
Okay.
Yes, I think guys out there, please. Yeah, let's send in
the audio man.
Yes, the audio man. Me, I nominate Kakos
for
Mur League president.